All right, hey everybody out there in the ETHS community. This is Miss Clark
and Miss Cooper,
and you're tuning in to Black 365. And today we have our second episode with Chef Jen. Come on in, Chef Jen. Hey, Chef Jen.
Hey. How you doing?
So as you guys know, we've already had Jen with us here. She made us some fantastic chicken lunchtime tacos. I mean, they were just delicious. So now we're moving forward into this one-pot spaghetti and dump cake.
Wait, dump cake? What is dump cake?
Dump cake is just what it sounds like. It's dump cake. You just dump the cake.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm interested to see how this dump cake is going to work. Now, when we called Chef Jen in for our second episode, she was like, we're going to do things backwards. We're going to do dessert first and then the entree. And I was like, what? I'm all for this right now.
Yes.
So tell us about this dump cake, Jen. What do we have to do and how do we get this started?
So it's very simple. It's one of the simplest recipes that I found for myself when I was a non-baker.
Like me.
Like I would. we all got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So this is a peach cobbler dump cake. And all you need for that is you need some canned peaches, some yellow cake mix, some nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, and some Parquet squeezable butter, or you can use regular butter, and you just dump it.
Let's start.
Dump it.
I want us to just get to dumping.
All right, so you start with the peaches.
Okay.
And you want to season them up a little bit to your liking. You know, I don't measure anything. I just, shake it until my ancestors tell me to stop, and that's when I stop.
I love that. Shake it until my ancestors tell me to stop. Now, with cooking, I know you've been doing this for a while, and
Yes.
a lot of us here in the ETHS community wear so many hats. We're mothers, we're fathers, we're teachers and athletes and all these other things.
Yes.
What drove you to love cooking so much?
Well, my passion started here when I went to school here. My teacher, Miss Marks, who in my opinion was the best culinary art teacher.
Wow.
Some people may beg to differ, but I love her. She taught me most everything I know, but she gave me a real passion, and it made me excited to see her reaction and other people's reactions to my food. So outside of cooking being almost a necessity, you have to eat. Everybody has to eat. You need to eat to live. It just brought me great joy. Some of the best memories of my childhood was from food.
So I can definitely relate to that. Some of the best memories of childhood being with food and being in the kitchen and watching, parents cooking and trying to get in and kind of dump things in like we're doing right now. So trying to get in and get in the mix of it. So that's pretty cool that you said that. And shout out to Miss Marks for giving Jen the passion to want to start cooking. Jen, is it true that you were actually in this kitchen when you were in school?
Yeah, my favorite unit was right over there. It was the one closest to everything.
Talk about full circle, right?
Man.
And being an alum here, I mean, you started here, you go anywhere, as they say, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So now the second part of this is throwing in the cake mix now.
Yeah, so we're gonna just pop this bag open. I'm gonna take it out the box because it's being difficult. And just spread it all over.
Oh, wow. I don't know about you, Miss Clark, but I can already smell the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the vanilla. I mean, I'm just like, are we there yet? Can we eat yet? So
That tastes right. I'm so with you on that. I'm so with you on that, Miss Cooper. So as everything is going in, and you have the vanilla, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, as Miss Cooper says, what's the last step?
The last step, before putting it in the oven,
Before putting it in the oven.
you gotta squeeze this whole thing, the whole thing.
Wait a minute, you're gonna put a little bit of butter. You're
I
putting
said,
the whole...
listen, we're gonna say it together. The
The
whole thing.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Let me see you put this whole thing of butter.
You're gonna have to, it don't have to be too fancy. You just start. I like to, you know, localize it all in the corners.
Okay.
Because I like crunchy tidbits.
Oh.
But I just start one direction and I go the next to make sure that every inch of it is covered.
So you're telling me these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is it? 6 ingredients are gonna make this huge, amazing dump cake? You don't have to put anything else in it.
Nothing else. That's it.
Wow.
And you gonna get exactly what you're looking for.
I've heard cooking can be easy, but I don't know if it could be, I didn't know it could be this easy.
Oh, it is. Trust me.
That is fantastic.
So now what are you about to do?
So we're gonna put this in the oven. It's preheated to 375. We're gonna put it in there for 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back with Black 365.
Okay, you guys, so it's very important before you start anything when cooking to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. You gotta lather it up. Gotta make sure you're getting in between each finger. So you can sing a little song. Some people say singing the ABCs is about enough time. But get you a good lather. Get under your fingers, nails, and everything, if you got fingernails. We're gonna cut up the bell peppers and some onions for the 1-pot spaghetti. Make sure you're watching your fingers when you're doing this. And take your time. Gonna mix this because this is all going for the spaghetti. So they'll cook together in the same pot.
Welcome back to Black 365. I am Miss Clark.
And I'm Miss Cooper.
And we got here because we're doing this amazing show with Jen. She's making this 1-pot spaghetti.
Wait. I'm learning so many different things. So you can make spaghetti all in one pot?
Now, growing up for me, it's always been a meat sauce pot, a noodle pot,
Everything.
a drainer has to be involved.
Yes.
And so she said to us she's gonna make this dump cake and this 1-pot spaghetti. Hey Jen, over there, how you doing with this 1-pot spaghetti?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm starting by cooking down my veggies in some olive oil. And once those get nice and soft, I'm gonna add some ground turkey.
That sounds delicious. Now, can you do something else besides ground turkey? If someone doesn't eat meat, can they substitute it with something else?
You can, absolutely. You don't have to use meat. You can just use veggies, or you can use a meat substitute. You can use mushrooms, whatever you like.
Wow. I think that's one of the really cool things about the dishes that she's preparing. They're versatile, right? So even if you do eat meat or you don't eat meat, there's always something for everybody. So that's really cool. And that gives everyone the confidence to know that they can get into the kitchen and make whatever they want.
Absolutely. So when you guys are at home and we're always thinking about ways to make sure that we can do stuff really quick and condense our time because time is precious. So this 1-pot spaghetti is going to do it for all of us.
I mean, it sounds like a time saver, and it sounds like all the goodness in one pot might just make it that much better.
I know, because all the seasons are already together.
Yeah.
I am in love with that.
Okay, so now we're gonna add our tomato paste. I add this first to help because it needs a little bit more time to break down a little bit because it's paste. You're gonna use the whole can. And just incorporate this into the meat and your veggies. You don't want it to clump up. Alright, we're gonna add some, this is tomato sauce. These are crushed tomatoes. And I'm gonna season this some more with the same seasonings that I seasoned the meat with. Now I'm gonna add about 2.5, 3 cups of hot water. And I know it looks a little soupy, but the starch from the spaghetti will thicken up the sauce once it's cooking. We're gonna bring this to a boil, then we're gonna add the spaghetti noodles. All right, so now we're gonna add the pasta, the spaghetti noodles. Just need 1 box, and you're going to break it in half, and then add them to the pot. We're gonna mix it, make sure the noodles are all covered. Then we're gonna turn the heat down to medium and let this cook up for about 30 minutes or so, and it'll be done.
Okay, Jen, so you're preparing the dessert first. We're gonna have dinner later, right? So we're doing dessert first.
Yeah, cause we can do that, right?
We can do that.
Absolutely.
I think we deserve that.
So for it. During this pandemic, we've been through a lot, so we deserve to have. I agree with you. To have dessert first.
Do it.
So this looks delicious.
It's so golden brown.
This is the outcome of
the dump cake.
Okay.
the dump cake.
Now I want the corner. Does that sound bad? Is that what it-
That's what when I said the crunchy
the
tidbits.
crunchy tidbits.
That is what I meant by the crunchy tidbits.
Okay.
Okay, so you got
And
ice.
I typically serve it at my house with vanilla ice cream.
Well, hey.
Okay,
when in
so now
Rome,
we're in
let's
your
do
house
it.
somewhat.
Y'all eat
Is this
with me
kitchen?
right now.
Okay, there it
Okay.
is.
That's what
There it
happens.
is.
So are we put it on there, we let it melt off, like dress it up for me.
Yeah,
make it make sense for me. Oh my
So you
god.
gonna get through a nice little. See how that is?
It's so
It sounds.
I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that?
I can hear that. I can hear that crunch over there.
the flakiness. Oh my goodness. It looks so pretty.
And this just came out the oven, so you see it's nice and smoky. It's smoky.
Wow.
Piping hot. Steaming.
I mean, it's just the confidence of knowing that I could literally go get all these ingredients and do this myself.
And do this myself.
And do it, and not, and you can't mess it up.
That's true. That is so
And
true.
it was about 45 minutes, and you
In
know,
the oven for
yeah.
375, 45 minutes, or everybody's oven cooks a little different. I just look for the crunchy tidbits
Okay.
for me.
All right.
But-
Oh, suck it.
Here, and here you go.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You
All
ready?
right, I'm ready to dive in. Mask off for a quick second. And I'm gonna dive in. I want that crunchy tidbit she talks about.
Gotta get it.
All right, there we go. Are you there yet, Lo?
I'm there. I'm going back.
All right, you're going back in?
Quick, simple, and easy.
It's the cinnamon for me. Like, it's the cinnamon for me.
I think I want to hug you because this is everything that you could want. So quick, so easy, but so delicious.
Yes.
So amazing. I don't even feel bad about eating it.
Absolutely not. So, Chef just so I can have dessert first, and that's what I'm going to do.
Because that's your business.
That's my business. Please come back with us. We're going to have that spaghetti right and ready as soon as we come back.
Let's see here.
All right, Miss Cooper. It's time for dinner.
It's time for dinner. We've had dessert. We did it in a little reverse order, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So now we're gonna have some dinner and this one pot spaghetti. I'm
dying to try this one pot spaghetti because, like I told you guys earlier, I have always had a noodle pot, a meat pot.
everything about everything, right?
Oh, once again, the smells of your food.
The
Jen.
aroma. Now, Jen, I do have one question.
Yes,
I need you to
ma'am.
dispel a myth for me before we dig in. Can you put sugar in spaghetti?
Yes, but it should not be sweet. You should not be able to taste the sugar. You add the sugar to cut the acid from the tomatoes when you're using canned tomato products.
Got you. So that's a little science for you all, because I've heard that people put sugar in their spaghetti, and I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. So
But now we know.
Now we
Now
know.
we know. All right, I'm grabbing my fork. My mask is coming down. And I'm gonna, you know how you twirl your noodles around like a little kid. I'm gonna get mine twirled up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God,
Ready?
that smell. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of the meat in here. All right, here we go.
Jen, it's just like the perfect combination of meat and sauce. The ratio is just amazing. One pot, all of this in one pot?
Like 35 minutes. So it's an easy, quick weeknight meal that anybody can prepare.
Anybody can prepare this. So students can prepare this for their parents. The parents can prepare this for their children.
Or you all can work together and just
And
make
do
a
it all
big one-pot spaghetti.
And then you can also add like some garlic bread or
Oh
some
my
other
goodness.
things attached to it.
My favorite is side salad.
Okay.
Side salad.
Some
Come on.
extra veggies in there, you know.
Okay, Mom. I definitely tell that's the mom talking out of here right now.
Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna get one more bite in
Go for it. I already had
because
two.
this is definitely delicious.
It's so good. I can't believe that we did one pot spaghetti in 35 minutes and dinner and dessert in what?
About 45 minutes.
This is, wow.
We just said a solid hour.
We'll say a solid hour.
Yeah, we'll say
This is a
solid.
great way for you guys to bond at home with your siblings, with your
Yeah.
parents, with your grandparents, whoever's taking care of you or whatever you're doing right now. I really feel like this one pot spaghetti and the dump cake are things you guys can do together to create more memories together.
And you know what? I feel a lot in this besides the flavors and all that work. And there was a lot of love put in this meal. So we appreciate
You
that,
gotta
Jen.
cook with love.
Absolutely. I think
Absolutely.
that's the most important ingredient. So
Absolutely. Is.
thank you for doing that.
Thank you again. It was such a pleasure having Jen with us again, making this one pot spaghetti and her famous dump cake, peach cobbler
Yes.
dump cake, by the way. So tune in. If you like what you see here, please go ahead and get more information about Chef Jen from our Black History website. And we'll go from there. This, once again, I'm Miss Clark.
I'm Miss Cooper, and this is Black 365.